you know, Tricky, we're talking about that. For one of the most intense players you've ever met, he's one of the most relaxed coaches, and I think it's sort of spreading through his club. They're just terrifically relaxed about their success. They're running pretty well and succeeding when a lot of people thought pre-season they might struggle.
I reckon the breeze has picked up a bit, you know, the way that ball held up and the way that the canvas around us is threatening to take off. Glenn Sanford's about 60 metres out from goal, and again it just holds up a little bit more to demonstrate that breeze. And a free kick's inside half back for Port Adelaide. Piarchi told to play on and then gets a handball across the top. What's happened now? Umpire? I think someone's clocked the North Adelaide player.
Roger
He's going to get a kick.
Gave a 16-year-old a little welcome.
Dear me, what an irresponsible act as far as
what, you've never done that?
Never ever. Controlled violence has never ever been part of the game. No, that was Port Adelaide had the flow of play. We're about to burst out, and instead of that we have a needless turnaround. A coach's nightmare.
I'm glad I'm here. I played with you. You were half a sniper. Don't worry about Roger just giving a kid a flick on the ear. But the umpire was right on the spot, saw it, and Robertson gets a free kick for goal, and he puts it right through. And I reckon, with the confidence this kid, he might let Roger know, and Robertson gets his first for 16-year-old. He holds the ear. The umpire was pointing, and Roger was remonstrating. In the other match being played today at Richmond Oval, it's West Adelaide by 46 points, stepping further away from Glenelg.
And another free kick in the middle, taken by the hard-working Tim Noonan to Rosenboom. He gets a low drop on the footy. I thought he was going to do a drop kick for a minute. Brendan Parker, beautiful kick. That's a free kick as well. No doubt about that. Jeffries was raked, and instead of just punching, he raked the arms and held on, George. And a couple of indiscretions that Stephen Williams will be delighted with, I'm sure. Not.
Well, it's probably a little bit surprising there in the true Williams mould that George is still actually out there. You know, they've both been undisciplined performances, and they could be very costly mistakes as far as the Port Adelaide Footy Club's concerned.
Having a look at the options, there's not much there. Ambrose is off. Warrior is on the bench. Here's a centreman or a forward.
Mark Jeffries. Sorry, David, not far from where West had a shot at the end of the second. I reckon he's done exactly the same thing with it, you know. He's nailed it through for another one. Jeffries gets two.
Once again, it's nearly a rerun of the first quarter, and where we'll
have a bounce. 9.5 minutes into the third term, the premiership quarter. This is the one that Port Adelaide value so greatly. This is the one when they win well in the third term, and North Adelaide at this stage are holding them. Out of the middle, loose ball falls. Parker, the big fly, couldn't bring it down. At the back, it's Clayton, held by Herbert. Gets a handball away. Figa tries to crash through, couldn't get the kick away. King now cleverly flicks it forward into space. Over the top of that one, Gerke just needs a little bit of support. Noonan, Sanford around the corner. It's bending back. Oh, it's a good kick. Around the corner with the breeze, it's a goal. 2 to Sanford, and things are looking grim for Port Adelaide.
Well, absolutely. The run of North Adelaide again. They seem to have recovered from their slight slump in the second quarter when we expected them to go right on with the game, as we see it here on replay. Gerke spears a wide handball out, and the North Adelaide there, as we see it, so many options, so many players. They can afford to make a mistake because there's so many of them around the ball.
Always been tough at it. One of the things is was an issue of leg speed with him, but he's worked on it, and I think he's also worked on his general skills, and he's turned out to be an excellent player, having spent some time in the reserves, by the way, at North Adelaide as well.
Noonan on to Parker. Back to Sutherland later. Around the corner goes the kick. Gerke one-handed attempt. Ginnivan just unsettled him. Ginnivan heads towards the boundary line. That was smothered by Rosenboom. Now Jeffries, O'Loughlin, in fact, and Sanford. That's one of the reasons why Greg Anderson's off the blood rule. Perhaps he went off the treatment before the umpire got him. Perhaps that's a heavy corky as well, Glenn.
Yes, he doesn't look at all well, though, does he? For a fellow who doesn't, looks as if he's lost a little bit of composure, and maybe Greg struggling a little bit as well, apart from those injuries.
There's Sutherland. Looks okay.
I was going to say to you, Stephen, he was as skinny as a rake as Jeffries puts that one through, and gets his second, gets his third. It is his third. So he gets his third, Jeffries, but we're talking about Sutherland. He was as skinny as a rake. There's just nothing to him, and I don't know whether you got him on the weight program, but he certainly has filled out.
Of course, one of the...
And coming home, Ian Mogridge, who, our stats man, just shakes his head. But it's on. Port Adelaide can do it. Noonan over the top. The runner was Robertson. And Turn Morton, who is a very clever player. Pushes it up towards full forward. This is an important mark, and Parker's got it. And it's paid. It was an important one.
Well, it's going to be... and I put the Moggers on Parker before, but he is close to the goal this time, and even my outrageous prediction of a goal from the goal front will be seen through this time. It is just the goal that North Adelaide needed. They had to answer the Port Adelaide challenge, and they had to answer it instantaneously, and Parker's converted.
Parker gets his second, and that's an important one. Roger Laney is furious. He's missed. He's missed. Well, I just started to write it up, and he has missed.
Well, dear me.
Can't miss from there, can you?
Well, he has.
Gee, I'd like to see a quick little replay of it all.
I reckon you could do
Well,
it.
he touched off the boot.
Check side reverse drop punt, drop kick left foot from there, couldn't you?
The man on the mark was actually standing in the middle of the goal.
4 and 3 as Jeffries goes at it, and it's come off George's boot, has it? And out of bounds on the full. Yes, it has.
It's a really tough day here for Port Adelaide. We saw in the previews with Stephen Williams, fearful of losing 3 on the trot, and it's certainly not the ideal preparation for Port Adelaide at the moment.
Oh, Jeffrey shoots for goal. It's going to lob through. That is a miraculous kick with this breeze. A check side. He's already kicked, what's he know? 4 goals too. Jeffries, pretty productive effort for a forward pocket.
And it was just the goal North Adelaide have been looking for. It's been hovering around within their 50-metre mark for about the last 3 or 4 minutes. We've mentioned that the game had sort of lost its oomph and it stalemated, and it took Jeffries to break the deadlock, and it's an important goal for North Adelaide.
Just watch the kick. It looked as though he'd set it out a little too far. It held up and held up. He just got the last-minute bend.
Forward line players attacking him, and he will remember this game today.
So Sutherland feeds it off to Collins, the best option. A long one to half forward. Big pack flew. Herbert was up 2 hands to the ball. Jeffries brings it down. Armstrong on the left foot. Controlled kick. What a beauty. Right through the middle. That's the icing on the cake. And the Roosters are home free. They're 32 points clear. 29.5 minutes into the final turn.
Yes, game, set and match at Alberton Oval.